Hello all. Today we are going to learn how to respond to literature using a 5 square. You are going to use this response to literature 5 square and set it up in your reading notebook or your response journal. Let's start with the title. First, you're going to need to put responding to literature 5 square. What you'll want to do is write Touching Spirit Bear and the chapter that we are reading. We are going to begin with chapter 1. You will use this 5 square after we have completed reading each chapter. The first box that you'll want to set up is before reading. You're going to make a prediction. This box is for your pre-reading prediction. You're going to start with, I think blank because blank. The second square is for important vocabulary. This box is for you to identify any unknown words, or if you are familiar with all of the words, all of the important terms or ideas that are specific to this part of the text or this chapter. That means that if you went through and read the entire chapter and you were familiar with all of the words, you are going to categorize or pull words from that chapter that are important to that chapter. The third box is questions. In this box, for any questions that may come up as you read, you're going to write here. It could be something you need to clarify, a vocabulary term idea, or another question you like to ask about the characters, setting, or plot. The fourth square are big ideas. This box is for you to record the big ideas from this reading. You must include at least 3 big idea statements to summarize this section. Please make sure to write these in complete sentences. Think of those big ideas as the most important details in the chapter. These big ideas, in the end, would in turn help you write a complete summary when you're completed with the big ideas box. The last one you'll see is an open box, and this one is for the reading strategy. What you'll do is each week we are going to focus on a new reading strategy. This week, we're actually going to focus on the strategy of visualization. So that 5th square, as you can see, so notice how you set up your response journal page with 4 squares like this, and at the bottom there is a big open square that says reading strategy, where in the blank I will write visualization. Let's look at just visualization. This strategy of visualize, the word visualize means to think about creating a picture in your head. So when you read something, you're reading words, but those words actually create pictures or ideas in your head. Some of us have different visualizations or thoughts than others while reading a book. So what I'm going to need you to do for that last box, visualization, you are going to visualize what the author is saying and draw an illustration in the margin. Visualization or visualizing what authors say will help you clarify complex concepts and ideas. When you visualize, here are 3 questions that you can ask yourself. What does this look like? It could be a person, it could be the setting, it could be an event. How can I draw this concept or idea? And lastly, what visual and/or symbol best represents this idea? Lastly, let's talk about where to find this. You are going to find this information in your language arts course. Go to your Touching Spirit Bear folder and head to that red response journal folder. Once you get to that response journal folder, you'll see an example of that response journal here, and then the example of what to do for visualization here. Make sure, even though these are PDFs, that you use these only to guide your thinking in your response journal. Remember that you are expected to draw the 4 square and use a pencil and paper or your pencil in your response journal or notebook to respond to the questions.